Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we're going to be looking at another book. In all honesty, I've not owned this book for a long period of time, however it's very quickly become one of my favourites already, and you'll see exactly why in a second. This book is called Legacy, and it's the art of the Transformers packaging. You've basically probably heard me loads of times on a few of my videos saying I love the artwork on the back of this, etc, etc. Well, this is a book literally just full of all of the artwork. So it's got all of the characters, all of the battle scenes, and a few extras as well. Again, I've only just had this book. This is going to be a bit of off the cuff. I have actually managed to mark out a few of the pages though, so please excuse it. It's just with bits of receipts and whatever else I've found just to block off a few of the pages. And again, I want to thank Graham, the collector 75, because again, without his input, I probably wouldn't even have known about this. Right, let's get started then. Again, I love this book. You're in for an absolute treat. Here we go. Again, it's quite new, so apologies if the pages get stuck, but here's the table of contents, and it's got, as I say, all of what we're going to be going through. So the early years, the movie obviously is the 86 movie, More Than Meets the Eye, all the little subcategories. Then of course the Made in Japan, all the stuff that I love, and of course moving on to Generation 2 and other things as well. So I'll just start here, and I'm not going to read the paragraphs or word for word, but they really nail it in this description. Obviously the toys which we've all loved and grown up with, they are fantastic, and they word it as saying, you know, how can we make the kids aware of what's inside? You've already got a picture of a cool jet or a cool car, but already in Japan they'd already had all these mock drawings ready. So not only have you got the picture, as I say, of the cool alternate mode, but you've also got the actual, as I say, artwork of what the robot, what it's going to turn into. And as I say, I think because of this, that's what made the packaging so popular. So I'm going to quickly, as I say, scout through a few of these. I have actually, there you go, it's just a receipt. This is some unreleased, well, you probably won't have seen this because unless you've got a 1985 Japanese catalogue artwork, so it wasn't unreleased, but it just wasn't available in the US. Never saw it at all. I've only ever seen it again in some of the Japanese figures that I've actually got, and that's a fantastic piece of art. That really is good. So that was in one of their catalogues. So as I say, you've got all the standard artwork there, every single character, literally every single Generation 1 character. So I'm going to quickly just whip through a few of these, otherwise you're going to spend a full however long this video takes just looking at pages of a book that you can get yourself. So I've selected a few to look at. There's the Dinobots. Everybody loves the Dinobots, and of course that's all the artwork that is on the boxes. It just continues, as I say, all the artwork from all the packaging, just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to move on to a few of the markers. Again, two of the most popular characters, and who doesn't love them pictures of them? Really, really good. I believe this book is available in hardback as well, but this is just the paperback standard version. And here we go, 1986 Japanese package back. This is the one I always refer to as one of my favourite battle scenes. Here's a full glossy 2 A4 sheets of that battle scene. So you've got your Titans, Metroplex and Triptychon, but in their alternate modes. The standard one that you always see in the Hasbro packaging is always them in their city mode. But again, a great piece of artwork. We've also got some there, as I say, Triptychon draft work and the final version. So there really is a lot in this. And I say, if you like your packaging like I do, you're going to love this. Here's another one, 1986 Japanese Scramble City in-store display artwork. So there you go. Scramble City is obviously your combiners, the original 4. You've got Superior and literally combining up with all the aerial bots. Menosaurs there, and of course there's Metroplex at the bottom. Another fantastic piece. Scrolling along, there's Scorponok. I've kept him there because he was my favourite as a child. Love that figure. And there you've got the junior headmasters as well. Funnily enough, we've got the Japanese variants of them coming up in a second. Again, just flicking through. Ones that, again, this is brilliant. You know, you've got your Mega Pretenders. And of course, these had so many different modes that you could change them all through. And this obviously just describes it perfectly. You've got your little car into your robot, into your big Pretender, into your little ship, into your huge, as I say, Mega Pretenders. Fantastic pieces of artwork. Moving over, again, what we've got is some of the different, as I say, graphics that they used throughout the years. So obviously as the brand evolved and as the toy line evolved, they changed from the standard, of course, Generation 2, changed some of the logos for the classics, micros, And again, it's just good to see the history as you're going through it. Moving along even more, and this is where my favourite is, and I could literally, honestly, I could just go through this page for page with you. Fantastic. Made in Japan. So for people who are unaware, Transformers cartoons, obviously, in as I say, everywhere apart from Japan, they stopped after series 4. In Japan, they were very, very lucky. They had a whole load of other cartoons continuing, and they had the figures that went with them. So this gives you a bit of a brief description there, and it shows a couple of super rare figures there as well. But here we go. You'll see what I mean. This is the other battle scene that's on the back of some of the Japanese figures, mainly the Constructicons and a few others. Fantastic piece of artwork, and there it says it's the 1985 package back Japanese variant. And again, I could literally turn over every single page of this. There's your train bots. There's Raiden, all individually. Just got a bit of a glare, so I'll move that. Here, of course, is Raiden, your two super rare Target Masters, Stepper and Artfire. And of course, your updated Blaster and Soundwave to Twincast, obviously, and Sound Blaster. And they've got their cassettes coming out. Literally, I could turn this every single page. I've already said it, but it's so good. Megatron's slightly different because in Japan, the original first release had the blue on the inside of the leg. And even when they, as I say, corrected it and had the red the same as the Hasbro, he still had a sword rather than the arm cannon. So that's why you've got that artwork there. That's what we refer to as the Super God Master Force package back, but it was the Pretenders and Power Masters in the UK and US. And I'm just going to go through these. As I say, these are brilliant. God Ginroy, we know him as Power Master Optimus Prime. There's God Bomber, I've done a video on him. And all these now, these are just grails for me. Metal Hawk was obviously the Pretender, one of the main characters from the Super God Master Force cartoon. And ironically enough, here's a couple of your Junior Headmasters again. Ghost Shooter I've done a video on, and Minerva, she's still eluding me at the moment. There is Grand Maximus, which was, as I say, their version, the upgraded. You could actually have a mini Pretender with him as well. Grand, great artwork coming over. Black Zarek, obviously the Scorponok repaint. And as I say there, this one's interesting because you've got Overlord, which was one of the main baddies in the Super God Master Force cartoon. And then the UK version, which came out in the early 90s, they've just switched his stance. But again, interesting to see the subtle differences between the two. There's obviously Darkwings, which I've done videos on already, and I'm going to be updating soon. There's your Victory packaging. I'm just about to move on to the Victory figures in my personal videos and, individual videos. That's the back of the Victory packaging. So you've got Star Saber, Victory Leo, Road Caesar, Desirus. Again, great bit of artwork if you've not seen the Japanese Transformers. There's Star Saber. I've got two boxes of him and they've both got the different artwork on. So there's the alternate Star Saber art and there's the more standard one you'll see. There's Victory Leo. And of course, as I say, Road Caesar. I've done some videos on them. I'm going to be upgrading and updating all of my videos soon. This is the new ones. I've actually got these ordered. So you're going to see some land cross videos coming. I'm just going to keep going. There's Desirus. Fantastic. Decepticon leader in the Victory series. And here we go, just going through. There's Lio Kaiser individually. As I said, I could literally go through every single page of these, but I want you to get the book as well. There we go. We've got the Return of Convoy, which was again another continuation of the Japanese toy releases, and this was from 1991. So there we go. There's some more. There's the Decepticon version of the page that we saw earlier. And there we go. These are the Zone figures now. So you've got the Autobot leader in Transformers Zone, Diatlas, and then Roadfire and Sonic Bomber. They could literally all combine and merge to make Big Powered. Again, a grail to get that. Same as Grandus. If you, as I say, if you're wondering why I'm saying grail, just Google some of the prices of them. They're quite crazy. And it really will be something very special if I'm lucky enough to own one of them in the future. Guard City. Obviously Defensor repaint. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant artwork. And as I say, this is quickly becoming, there we go, Generation 2 catalogue artwork, Japanese. This is quickly becoming my favourite book to look at. I love obviously the other books and the guides I've got. They are exactly that, they're reference points. But this, as I say, this is the artwork. We all loved to look at the boxes. There you go, Generation 2. As I say, literally every single piece you can think of is in here. That's Takara concept artwork, so this would have been for the Diaclone, and as they were, as I say, slowly changing to the Transformers. Obviously we've got Astro Train there because he's the space shuttle in the original black and white colours. And then they've got some interesting unused artwork. So there's Monstructor, they never used that. Brilliant book, as I say. I think I've waffled on enough about this. This is completely off the cuff, so I'm pretty impressed with how well it's gone on. There we go, Diaclone. So of course Convoy, Megatron, I don't know what his name would have been, as I say, I've forgotten, in the Diaclone brand. And of course there's the infamous Red Tracks, which was released under Diaclone. But yeah, please check this book out. If you do like your artwork, if you do like the packaging, it's huge. It's full glossy pictures. There we are, look, there's 283 pages up to there. So you're very close to just under 300 pages of just fantastic artwork, history and nostalgia. Return of Convoy, package back. That is another Japanese Generation 1 toy line, and that's Convoy there. I've got that figure actually, I say I've done a video on him, so check that one out. And here's some more, there you go. A game cover, and they've actually got towards the back as well some of the puzzle arts that were released in the UK. So if you've never seen these pictures, these were actually jigsaws that were available in the UK. Anyway, I hope this concludes, well, this does conclude. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. It really is, as I say, very quickly become one of my most favourite books. Thank you, Graham the Collector 75, again for, as I say, making me even aware of this. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. I'll get back to the normal toy showcases straight after this. Take care, everybody. Thanks very much.